All right, we got American Dream Podcast, episode 6. Got my guy Emmitt Dupree in the house, taking over the world. What's good, Emmitt?
How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well.
Hey, man, I'm doing great, and I know you're doing better. So we got my guy Potson in the studio in Arizona, legend. Thank you for being here, Potson. What you been on,
bro?
man?
Arizona, I say West Side legend. Let's go for it. You know what I mean? Good. Been chilling, bro. How you been, bro?
Hey, man, just living life, loving it. Wanted to start off with energy, you know what I'm saying? We've been in this room talking for like 10, 15 minutes, and this shit is out of this world. And I know energy is important to you. Can you talk to me a little bit about that and how you vibe with people, especially now that you're a goddamn superstar?
Thank you, first off.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that, man. But energy is really important. It just determines where I go. Like, it determines what I do. I don't take every opportunity that's at my door because everything that glitters ain't gold, So I'm just careful with the energy. But if it's good, like from the beginning or from the talks, I'm good. It's gravy, So.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And do you feel like people have switched up about the way they approach you? Because even me, like I've been a lot more adamant to get in touch with you than I have been over the years. I've been rocking with you since 2018.
You have.
But things change a little bit, and now it's like, oh shit, you're blowing up, and I feel like everybody wants to jump on that train. And I feel a little bit guilty of it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to exploit you or nothing, but I'm like, hey, I don't want this opportunity to go off the table. Do you see a lot of that, or are you just not worried about it and you just focus on yourself?
I mean, yeah, I see it. I always pay attention to things, even if I don't like zero in on it. You know what I'm saying? I pay attention to it, but it's all good. And I know who's been showing me love. Like, everybody has a life. Everybody has a life. They got things they got to do, and everybody trying to get to their goal. As well.
Straight up.
Regardless of like what I'm doing. So I can tell who's supporting, even if you're not there for every single post, and you've always been there, bro. So I do want to thank you as well.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you for being here. Shit. And
absolutely.
Potson, feel free to chime in. I know you guys got a fire interview in together. Your cousin.
Sure. Yeah,
so.
man, we did like 4, bro, together. Like, honestly, I've always... Bro, he got records back from like 20, and he started doing it way before then, but from like 2017, and it could still go right now. I thought Class Clown was gonna be it, but
bro, I thought Class Clown was gonna be it too.
Is doing it. Got a lot more to come, bro. I'm very proud. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You talk about Class Clown. You know what's crazy? My most listened song by you is Klaus Revenge, bro.
Damn.
I know that's so weird and random,
crazy.
and every single day at the gym.
Klaus Revenge.
That's
at the gym, though, it's for
that. Oh, yeah. I'll be in the gym looking angry at motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's for that. It's for that.
And that's a record most people wouldn't name. That's
right.
That's right.
And that's what I think is so cool about your shit. It's so versatile. You know what I mean? Like, you can sing what Drake talks about. Michael Jackson didn't try to rap like Pac, and Pac didn't try to sing like Michael Jackson. But you're doing that shit. You're like the Arizona Drake.
Thank you.
Are you going to continue to do that? Are you sticking to both lanes?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
A lot of people try to get me to like, hey, man, because it was kind of polarizing a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like very rappy, and then it's like very zingy. But now we're gonna cultivate an audience that can listen and digest both.
I love that, man. That's beautiful. So when you got a next album coming out, right? Are you gonna focus it to a particular demographic just because of the success of Hours Make Hours, or do you wanna?
Probably, but you'll get both.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll get both.
Have you thought about that, like into what the next album will look like? Because Hours Make Hours is just a single. It's not on anything.
Right. Yeah, just a single. It all depends. Like, I just kind of listen to the collective, man. Like what the air talking about and stuff like that. Because, like the subject matter has a lot to do with everything that I do. Content is like really important to me and what I'm talking about. So I just kind of pay attention to outside of what's going on, what's important to me, what's serious, And even though the songs are like fun, like Hours is fun, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you can dance to it and shit like that, but it's deeper. It's just a deeper record, and all my records are, But I like to let the skin deep portion of it be like easily digestible for everybody. So I feel like it'll be something for everybody.
I love that, man. And you talk about subject matter. I mean, you're a subject matter expert when it comes to these songs.
Thank you.
Are you being pushed to go a different direction? Maybe that's not as natural now because of the success, or are you still able to have creative control of everything that you're doing at the moment and continue to just be yourself?
I'm definitely being pushed a certain way.
Makes
Absolutely.
sense.
And like, even with talking to like different people, different like labels who've reached out and stuff like that, they definitely be like, hey, we like this song, or, oh, we didn't know you did that. You know what I mean? And you can tell their tone is a little funny, but it comes with the game.
So talk a little bit about the labels. Generation Now, I think you sat down with, right?
I did. Shout out Drama. He's
a
good dude.
DJ
Great
Drama
dude.
label.
Great guy. Yeah.
Jack Harlow's on there.
Yep. Uzi, Seti Hendrix. Shout out to all them.
Oh, damn. Okay. I got to do my research a little more. That's wild.
Shout out to him. Yep.
Okay. Can you tell us any insight on any of those conversations? I know how it goes. Any non-disclosures and all of that, but
Drama's a great guy. It don't stop.
Okay. I love that. You doing any commitments anytime soon? You want to stay independent?
Soon.
Okay.
Soon. But timing has always been on my side when I wasn't worried. So just to display like my action and faith and just to breathe and keep doing what I'm doing is going to serve me exactly where I need to be.
Wow, man. It sounds like you're doing everything very naturally, very organic, and I think a lot of people fail because they don't take that approach, right? A lot of people try to force it, so it seems like it's all playing out for that particular reason. With the next album, I know I keep going back and forth. I want something about a damn album.
I got you.
Are you planning on dropping on the label with the album, or we might get something before? We ain't getting no album without a label.
At this point,
Yeah.
Not at this point, and in this climate, nuh-uh.
Okay.
Not without but it's coming.
All right. I love that. We can't wait.
Definitely
you know what I mean? We over here itching. I'm like over here shaking. My palms are sweaty. I just want this shit to come already.
I'm excited to give it to y'all, man. It's a confirmation to hear that from anybody. So thank you.
Hell yeah, man. And talk a little bit about the success of ours. I know we got 1.2 million streams. That's Spotify only.
Spotify, yep.
Okay, and then Apple Music,
just 1.1, I think.
Just one.
Yeah, 1.1.
Something like
1.1 million. Yeah, a little bit shredding Spotify a little bit, but yeah.
Okay,
and
then
pushing.
500K on YouTube.
Yeah, 520 on YouTube. Yeah, the video's doing great, man. Yeah,
the videos.
And YouTube is such a difficult platform to move any numbers, so I'm excited.
Are you continuing to focus on building on the success of that, or did you want to just, hey, that's my foot in the door now, let me pivot and transition to something else?
Yeah, I'm definitely focused on that as well, but I do want to focus on other stuff also, just because, like, you just don't want to be looked at as like, oh, this one thing, or you can do this one thing, or you did this one thing, so.
Right.
While this momentum is going, other stuff will be attended to as well.
I love that. Okay. Tell me a little bit about your team, man. Obviously, a lot of people don't. You look like an overnight success, right? You dropped hours, now you're blowing up. But it's like, you've been doing this for how many years?
10.
That's not 10 years of overnight success. So what's it like having Podson around you? What's it like having the people that are supporting you and helping your career build?
It's so interesting because, like, at first, it wasn't about a team. Like, at first, it was me, and I was like, ooh, I'm cool. My ego was, like, ahead of me. And I was young, I was in high school. I was dropping music. And I thought I was the only person doing anything in Arizona. And my homie Dizzy right there, he actually introduced me to, like, 10 other hard artists. And I'm like, whoa. Like, I'm blown away. Like, yo, they're as good as me,
Wow.
And I'm egotistic saying this, so
right.
These people were definitely very talented. But he opened my eyes to a lot more people, and there was a lot more people doing it.
Shout out Dizzy, man.
Shout out Dizzy, man.
Dizzy
definitely.
does music, or what does Dizzy do?
Absolutely. Dizzy is an amazing rapper. He's learning how to engineer right now, the tedious parts of life, but he's doing his thing.
We'll put his social media handle somewhere in this video.
Dizzy like RZA, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay, never mind. There it is.
Yeah, gotcha. We'll get it right. We'll get it together.
Okay. And then and you got management, you got things along the lines of that?
the team, yes. But yeah, so at first it was just about me understanding that it's not about me at all. You know what I'm saying? And then once I got that, my team started to just come to me. Like, I always wanted a manager, I want a manager. I used to scream about that, man, and it wasn't time for that. You know what I'm saying? Just wasn't. And Hovain came right at the perfect time. Shout out to Hovain, my guy, my manager. Shout out to Najee, too. That's my guy, too.
Okay.
Good guy, great guy at Sony.
At Sony?
Yes.
That's a cigar talk, dude. Though he do the podcast. He one of my favorite podcasters. He do that cigar talk.
Yeah, he do cigar talk.
Oh yeah, you just posted about that recently, right?
Yep,
Okay.
Yep, that's him.
I'm gonna have to tap in. I don't really got my
That's all good.
my background on him like that, but
That's all
dope.
good. That's all good. Shout out to Phil as well. Phil Ortega, that's my lawyer.
Oh,
shout out to that.
Oh, you lawyered up already?
I got to stay ready, man. Got to stay ready.
Absolutely.
So,
especially at this point in your career, You can, a lot of artists make mistakes right here, but you don't seem like you've always been calculated, right? Like, I've seen your work early on with the blogs, with and you're just constantly just pushing.
Yeah. Back then, like, I got a PR too early. Okay. That's what happened, and that's the thing about this, like, I can't wait to teach back the stuff that I bumped my head on, because there's so many things that you got to do first, And I did that, and I got a PR too early, and I was just like, oh, here's this blog post, and it was just like, oh, that's cool. But that's cool. Doesn't get you anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So
that's interesting that you say that because I thought the complete opposite. I was sending motherfuckers
so
the
funny.
blogs and I was telling people like, look, you guys are moving wrong. You're missing all the fine details and look, this is what's gonna set them apart. So
you need it as well.
Okay.
There is a time for it, just like a manager though.
Okay.
But if it did work from the outside, I'm just getting, the opinion. So
right. No, it definitely caught my attention.
Yeah,
okay. And it was multiple times.
If it worked for one person, I'll say it worked. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, hey, I was bought into it. Watson, tell us a little bit about, you being around him and having, the same kind of question that I asked him, but the outside perspective from you.
Yeah, it's funny. I can't wait. Send me this part for the clip. But this my little cousin for real. Like, we grew up. I always thought he was, like, spoiled and stuff like that. But he wasn't, you know what I'm saying? But we call him man growing up. Like, I know him since he was fucking born, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But then seeing him, like, as we got older and shit like that, like, I would be a part. I wasn't even really around my family at all like that. But I see him posting on Facebook. I see him always grinding, doing his music, and you could just see like he had a little structure to it and he was nice, but you still never know where anybody's gonna go or what they're gonna do. And then when we actually start kicking it again, which is like a little bit before I start the podcast, because his grandmother passed away, and so we all just kind of came together and shit like that. And then I seen like, damn, this dude really hungry. So then I was like, well, shit, let's double down. And then he kind of really, I went crazy like and just focused on the media and making relationships. And he kind of just ducked off and put himself in the studio and got so many fucking singles, albums, and he put it together. He showed niggas how to hold it down. And now, now that's what we pushing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Glad to have you here too, family.
Oh, for sure.
And you need your people. You need them. Even before you get here, you need them. Grab them, keep them tight, keep the relationships good. So I do want to say that.
Speak on that a little bit.
It's a lot, especially if you're an energy person or, if you just conscious enough to even feel like where your stress level at or what's going on. You want to be able to be like, hey, take this for me or do this for me. Or I'll put this person in power as well. And not only because of this, but just in case something happens to me, the collective of what we got going on doesn't stop. Right. Because it's way bigger than you. It's way bigger than you altogether. And again, that's what I learned in high school portion, It's just way bigger than me. So I'm glad I got my people around me. Again, shout out Dizzy over there too.
What's up, Dizzy?
Facts. And honestly, just even from a media perspective, like I'm like, nigga, you low key like making shit, because I know like I ain't been on Instagram, so people might not know, like, because I'm not just pushing on there doing no shit like that. But this nigga, you don't need nothing no more. Like all we gotta do is walk in the motherfucking room. So I'm like, really. It all damn near goes hand in hand. Like, but I had to build the fucking platform up to the point where I walk in there and it makes sense. Versus, oh, this just my cousin and he yada yada yada. Nah, nigga, I do this too. You know what I'm saying? And now we ain't with a mob like that. We just happen to be related.
And we
got other family kind of doing some shit too. But with this is like, fuck the family shit. Outside of that, he's the one. You know what I mean? To me, I've always thought that, but now I just know it even more. Like, it's just what it is. Especially like, I don't like to base my Arizona because I feel like he's the one in the world.
Right.
But damn show out here. You know what I'm
saying? For sure.
Yeah, damn show.
Thank you. And again, it's a blessing, cousin. You don't even know. We talking back and forth on the podcast, but yeah, it's a blessing. And we all the one, man. This is gonna change a lot. I don't know when to say too much because it doesn't matter,
No, it's okay. Say too much.
I don't even want to say too. We're gonna change a lot of the structure out here. This is, because I got love for it. So I'm if you care about something, you refine it if you can.
And that's very obvious that you got a lot of love for that. And I want to bring it back to the Arizona scene. I'll be honest with you. I wanted to distance my podcast away from Arizona.
I got you.
And you way bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if people realize that or whatnot. I think you're probably making a bigger splash in other places in Arizona. And like Potson said, you're huge out here.
New York and LA are my biggest listeners. New York City and LA, Los Angeles.
I'm from Romania. That's 6,300 miles away. And you were posting.
Shout out to Romania.
You know?
They were. Yes.
Bro.
That's crazy.
When I see stuff like that, man, that's crazy to me.
That's crazy. And it's not just Romania. It's multiple different other countries. I seen you post, France,
China mainland, Indonesia. Yeah. Apple hit me all the time.
Okay.
So I definitely let everybody know. Another W for the collective, for us,
And you think that's because of Apple, or you think it's because of the Instagram Reels, or?
Instagram Reels, for sure. I tapped in with an influencer, and I encourage every artist, if you got a song that you know that works or that is going to work for you, pay for it. Pay for things. Tell people to dance behind your song. Pay for your cover art. Pay for all of that, please. And do your best to know the difference between bots and real ads, because there's a difference, and everybody wants to be like, oh, fake views, fake, everybody does
Right.
that. But
Two-Tone the Superstar especially.
so funny. Shout out to Two-Tone. But there's a difference, and there's a difference. There's one that helps you and one that hinders you.
Right.
Period. But pay for your shit, man. If you care about it, you love it, refine it. Put money into it.
And that's the funniest thing, man, because I feel like artists got this weird stigma when it comes. I've always been a believer of that, right? And I'm paying for graphic design. I'm paying for the studio that we're in.
Right.
I pay for all of my shit, and it costs me. I pay for Google AdWords.
That's
You know what I mean? So I talk to some podcasters, and they're like, "Oh, why are you doing thousands of views and I'm not?" I'm like, "Well, it cost me like $500. What are you talking about?"
Shit, yeah.
Thank you. And that's on you. It's a choice you decided not to make because maybe you didn't believe in whatever you had. I don't know. That's on you though.
And it's weird to me because people approach it like, "Oh yeah, that's that Google AdWords shit." Well, how do you think Walmart markets?
Google ads, Microsoft ads, all that shit, bro. I think people get frustrated nowadays because the most simple thing to do is to put some money into an Instagram ad, and them shits go absolutely damn near no the fuck where.
Nowhere.
You know what I'm saying?
Nowhere.
Google though gonna get you some real traffic.
And that's hard work to do, but it's like people are embarrassed of even wanting to peel that layer back.
They don't have the knowledge mostly. That's what I'll say, bro.
People have to stop worrying about what anybody has to say about them. That don't matter. Does that rapper pay your bills? No. Is he going to? No.
Exactly.
He not. He's probably in competition with you secretly or whatever the case is. But it don't matter what they talking about. I was just telling the bro this, man. It's this video I watched before I made Hours Make Hours, ironically as well. And it's a 30-minute video, and it's about why people fail, I mean, and that's a broad thing, but
Right.
Long story short, people are scared to be exactly who they are and at what rate or whatever that is. People want to have that 9 to 5 because everybody else has that 9 to 5 instead of putting time into their platform or whatever that's going to become.
Right.
You need to put time into that as well. You need to find time for that stuff, man, if you really care about it. Stop being embarrassed but paying for stuff that's yours, bro. I don't know. That's ego.
I agree.
Ego tripping. Drop it. If you worry about what somebody else thinking before you posting something, that's your ego. Before you do it, ask yourself, am I doing this out of faith or fear? Because if it's some fear, it's probably your ego backing it.
Yeah, 100%, man. Wow, I love that. And I think this is going to be very, very important. It's going to hit very hard. You know what I mean? Like, we got Dub in here. I paid Dub.
That's right.
The engineer
Shout out
got
Dub,
paid.
too.
Maddie got paid for the studio.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's
because
right.
otherwise we can't facilitate and pull all of these things
Nah,
out.
it's
That's
business,
right.
bro, for
It
sure.
is. It is.
And from the outside looking in, like the blogs, were those paid for? The
Yeah.
PR moves?
Yeah,
early
for
on?
sure. Like I paid my PR lady, and
Yeah.
then she did her thing.
Right.
Yeah, that's how that went, and that's how that go.
And I figured that was the case. You know what I mean?
No, that's the case. And people, man, they gonna be scared to open the curtain behind that mug, but that's how that go.
100%.
And when you talk to these labels, they gonna tell you, oh yeah, this your budget, this what we gonna pay and what we not gonna pay. And if you're not careful of what that is, they can result in some other stuff. So be on your shit.
Are they letting you delegate where the budget goes when you have these conversations with them?
I'm only working with people who letting me delegate my budget. Yeah.
Okay.
Personally.
Full creative control?
Yes.
I like
Personally.
that. Can you give us just a little? I know we keep going back and forth to this subject with the labels.
I'm
I don't
with it.
know
I'm
too
with it.
much about what it looks like to sit down with the label. I've never done so myself.
Right.
So just for the artists that are coming up, even if they're egotistical and they think they're too good and whatever, can we give them a little bit of game of what that meeting sounds like so they get a little bit more reality? Because it seems like we're hitting them with a lot of reality right now.
Absolutely. So whatever song they've caught wind of, do you have more songs that sound like that?
Okay.
Or are of that nature or of that esque? Because the diaspora right now, the collective right now is so like, they don't want you to stray away from what you're doing at all or from what they know you from, So labels are about business. They're going to definitely approach you on that. And if you don't have a lawyer by the time you're talking to a label, I feel like they already got you. Because when you see them numbers, man, a lot of times you don't want to back off of that shit, man.
Right.
Like, I don't even want. I rejected a lot of money already, okay? Because the contract was not correct.
Wow.
But thank goodness I had my lawyer, Phil, and we went through that. And also, artists learn what perpetuity means. Learn what these things mean, because they mean forever. Just to let you know right now, But you definitely want to have product knowledge of what you're doing. A lot of people just want to do the art portion, and that's cool, and I understand that. But you want to know what you're doing, because they're going to approach you with lefts, with rights. They're going to try to make you the artist that they want to make you. And if you ain't got no willpower, you know what I'm saying, you probably going to take that.
And when you talk about that, you talk about like owning your masters and them owning them forever.
Absolutely, perpetuity is them owning everything forever. You know, that's not your song anymore. I mean, it's your song, you made it, you know, but it's not yours. You know, personally, I want to do something more along the lines of me owning my masters, right, or owning most of them, or whatever the case is, or whatever direction I decide to go. You know,
some Nipsey shit.
Absolutely, man. Like, I mean, who would I be? I mean, he kind of did it right in front of us for us.
Right.
I mean, we could skip over it if we want to, but he did it, and he showed us what it was. He's not lying about what he did.
Do you study that? You sound very media trained. And not only do you sound like it now because maybe you met with some labels and blah, 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 blah. It seems like that was your demeanor the whole time leading up. That doesn't just happen naturally. You know what I mean? The words that you're using, the definition of the shit that you know, that sounds like a lot of time went into that. Did you have somebody mentor you and just come up and put you on game for that? Or did you sit to the side and go, all right, let me try to break all this shit down and study on my own? And how much time did that take to accomplish?
I'm not media trained one lick. I just watch stuff. I read things. Like, I've always watched my favorite rappers' interviews, you know? And I've always been the talker. Like, even in class, like, that's what class clown is about, right, really. Like, you know, I've kind of always been out there if I had to. Now I'm a little more mature, and I don't have much jokes to say, obviously, you know, but yeah, I mean, I really feel like it's just me paying attention, digesting the right things, you know. You are what you eat. Yeah. And in whatever 100%. Way, bro.
Emmitt extremely smart, bro. I told you when you say, oh, you got, I'm like, bro, he's more introspective than I am. Like, extremely. Just to even be able to put the words together that he do in his lyrics, to be able to tell you he's some sort of English literature fucking buff.
Professor. And that's why I said media trained. I didn't say that like as an insult.
No, I got you.
To be degrading. It's like, holy shit, dude, you really got your ducks in a row. You know what I mean? Like,
on point, I'm telling you.
No, thank you. I don't take it bad way. I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
appreciate that a lot.
You talk about, you know, the platforms and putting on for Arizona, and you got some things in the works. Can you tell me a little bit about where your mind's at, or what you can discuss in regards to that so far?
Let me see. Well, I just feel like we're going to do a lot of infrastructure changing in Arizona. Okay. You know, I feel like a lot of platforms are moving a certain way. I don't know. It doesn't matter what I champion, what I don't champion, because my opinion shouldn't matter. Unless it does to you. You know what I'm saying? It does to me. I got you. I just feel like we should change a lot. We should start moving more professionally and more of the big leagues. Being the king of Arizona or the best rapper in Arizona, that's awesome. But come on.
Right.
Let's
get it.
Awesome. It means nothing. It's like being the best rapper in Albuquerque. Fuck out of here.
Oh my God. It's not that bad. Albuquerque? God damn. Hey, somebody's going to be on our heads for this Albuquerque.
They is.
Goddamn.
Shout out Albuquerque.
Yeah. We love Albuquerque.
Vermont got the best rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Vermont do got it, and that's the point. Yeah. And we don't necessarily know.
I have no idea. I never care. No disrespect intended, but
if he ain't on the charts, I probably missed it.
And we should move like the big leagues. And I tell my little homies, my big home, everybody, I love. If you dress for the job you want, not the one you have, please, and then you will eventually be elevated to that job.
It seems like all these, regardless of how we reframe the structure and rechange up the foundation, all of that, it seems like, the radio stations, the podcasters, videographers, photographers, everybody's rocking with you. And I've only ever seen this done with Alexis, right? That's the only other artist.
Shout out Alexis.
Yeah, shout out Alexis. That's a good friend of mine.
That's right.
But
that's my homie too.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's my boy.
Good people.
Mine too, except when he acting like a bitch. That's my dog.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, Pasta done set me up, got me drunk, put me on a podcast, but then made me look all silly.
We acted a damn
I'm still petitioning to get that taken off.
This is what I want to make sure I say before I get off. Shout out to you, bro. You're an extremely, but much better interviewer than back then. And you weren't bad, but now you like dope, bro. Good shit, for real.
I appreciate that. That means a lot. And that's what we're all trying to do. We're all trying to grow. You know what I mean?
You got nice on their ass, for sure.
Okay. Hey, you've been nice, so you know.
Bro, I tell everybody this. Like, no matter how much I chill, I feel like I'm damn near as great as Charlamagne at doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I always like
Charlamagne on.
And honestly, Charlamagne's not a good interviewer, so that might not be the best person to. But I'm saying the best of the best. Like, I know how to do it. I could do it damn near without scripting it. But what I'm saying you doing, bro, fucking impressive. Seriously.
I appreciate
that
that, man.
wholeheartedly, bro. Good interview.
You went to school for journalism.
Yeah,
You studied
I do.
journalism, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, for sure.
I steal some things from you. I'm not gonna lie. Like I've said it a couple of times. Like, oh, talk about, you know, which I've seen. That's not like your thing. It's a journalism thing. But I learned it from you.
Yeah.
You know, the way that you position and you set, you know, things up.
Yeah, it's active
shine
listening
moment.
and then still being able to
That's
keep up with the flow that you made. So yeah, bro, I'm proud of you, bro. Dope.
Hell yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. You got me. Now my train of thought is all gone. I'm feeling myself over here and
I
shit.
done fucked up now.
So how do you think you accomplish that? You know, to where everybody rocks with you? Because that never happens. It's always like, oh, you know, futuristic ain't this, and then this person's like, oh, futuristic's the best, and you know,
Right.
Sincerely Collins, and these people, it's always seems split.
Yeah.
Right? And it doesn't seem split with you. It seems like it's a unanimous decision of we're rocking with you and we're getting behind you. How do you think that was accomplished?
Well, I guess from my perspective, in my ego, I felt that the city or the state was late, you know, to get behind me.
Agreed.
In my opinion, but yeah, I mean, I guess I wouldn't look at it that way, like as if like everybody was championing. But that sounds awesome to hear. Again, like I take into what someone else is saying from their perspective, you know, 'cause that's equally as valid as what my perspective is. So, you know, the fact that you're saying that lets me know what's going on. But I do stay to myself and I work on my stuff. I'm not in none of that hater shit that people be in. It's a lot of like entertainment over truth going on.
Yeah.
And that's not a longevity game.
No, not at all.
You
Not
know,
at all.
it's not a longevity game, man. And also, like, a lot of pay for play is not a longevity game. I mean, people got to make their money, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. But when it comes down to certain stuff, it has to be like, this is a platform that I'm building. Not that, like, yeah, if every one of your platforms are trying to make it like you are, gotta be careful.
Yeah.
But
100%.
you know what I'm saying? You got to be careful. But when it comes down to the entire diaspora, we're going to get it right. You know, we're doing it already. It's doing it by itself without my assistance anyway. However, I would love to assist.
Well, I definitely think you could speed that process up, right?
I'm attempting to.
So 10 years ago, it's nothing like it is right now.
That's right.
You know?
That's true.
It seems like we're putting our big boy pants on a little bit from all standpoints.
Yeah, we are.
perspective,
Yes, we are.
You know, and with that being said, I know you like to give a lot of credit to people, and you talked about Dizzy introducing you to 10 different artists of your caliber, which I kind of doubt that they were at your caliber, but I'll let it slide.
Yeah, right.
Whatever. Can you tell us? I mean, who you rocking with? I always ask that question because it's interesting to me to see what your guys' perspective are while being so successful. You know?
Gosh, absolutely. I want to show the obvious is like Merkham's. Shout out Daylyt.
Yeah,
He's
Daylyt
amazing.
been doing things forever.
Markel Delwan is amazing. Who else? I don't want to miss anybody.
I hate to do that to you. I don't want to.
No, that's all good.
Yeah,
Eddie
backlash.
Wells, amazing. Shout out Dropout Kings, man.
Oh, yeah,
doing
Dropout
amazing, doing
They've been killing
amazing.
it.
Y'all keep doing y'all thing, bro. Y'all doing amazing. Jada as well. She got the song called "Did It." It's going crazy right now
Right.
as well. She looks professional. She's doing her. I seen her on stage. She got the ensemble. It's done very well.
I agree.
Absolutely. So I do want to shout that out. Man, yeah, Jalabi Bungus. That was one of the first people I met.
I like that kid a lot. I don't think he rocks with me. I think something weird happened back in the day because he don't ever respond to me. But I really like that guy's music and his demeanor. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jalopy him. He him, so he do what he do, and that explains whatever. You
Right,
know what I'm saying?
right.
So, but he does what he does. But he's
I like his
definitely
hunger. He
amazingly
always hungry to
talented.
me. I like that. He just seemed like a hungry artist all the time.
Yeah, nah, for sure. But shout out him as well. Shout out Ben Fly as well. Shout out him too.
He works his ass off.
He does, and he go dumb. He go crazy. He actually does. It's similar. It's similar, like, cause I go away, then I get the quality all together. You know, all my stuff together. Then I come back and I drop. He does that as well. You know, he doesn't like just give you a little bit trash while you're waiting. You know, which I don't think you should do value wise. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he does it well. I love it. He takes his brand serious. Who else am I? Cause I just want to let them know that they're doing amazing. Honestly.
Yeah.
Obviously, Alexis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Alexis killing
saying?
it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure. Miles Prime too. He's like, I don't know if
I
he
know
got
about Miles.
too much clout right now, but
I don't know about Miles. Yeah.
he's great. He's great. I think he's related to iRock. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
But shout out iRock too. Shout out
Yeah,
iRock
oh,
while I'm
yeah,
at
iRock.
it.
That's the legend right there.
Yeah, iRock. That man, he sat me down one time when I went to do some shit with Potson, and he sat me down in the studio. The whole time I was like, God damn, I feel like I'm speaking to P. Diddy or
feel
something.
like you talking to
know
the
what I mean?
Godfather. and
Bro,
shit.
straight up.
He is, and he's so poker face, and his demeanor
Yeah,
is just
calm,
like
you don't know
what
what
it
you're thinking.
is. But that's a certain vibration that you get to at a certain time. Some people get to at a certain time, you know.
Right.
But yeah, all those people are doing amazing. If I miss you, just know I missed you. If you're doing great, you know.
Hell yeah. Man, I think you even showing love to those people and being able, because, you could have just ducked that shit. You could have been like, yeah, I'm really kind of just focused on my shit. I'm busy. So I love to see you giving back, you know what I mean? Because I think a lot of our people that blew up here did not.
Tragedy. Shout out my guy.
I was
Tragedy.
waiting for it.
I was like, damn. Shout out
waiting for
Tragedy.
it.
I think he is amazing. He raps, he sings, he does different genres. Yeah. He's actually a super, like, what they call that? Like a secret weapon or like I don't know. He should have a lot more than, clout or what he has
Right.
now.
He's a dark horse of this Arizona shit, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
But he's my
that's
best
the
friend.
perfect.
So
I
I'm
like
like,
that.
he get
you
off,
know what
he get
I'm
off.
saying?
Nah, he go crazy, bro. He rap fast. He can sing. He probably has similar problems that I had. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So no, I shout out to Tragedy. I really fucks with him.
Thank you for doing that.
Oh no, I just forgot. I tried to have him on the podcast myself, man. So
Yeah, no, he's over riding motorcycles somewhere
That's
right
right.
now.
That's
I
all
wish he could have
good.
been here. So those artists. I mean, that's a wide range. Dropout King. He's just like,
they're going crazy.
I don't necessarily see you guys maybe making a song, or who knows? I've been surprised before. But there's a difference between artists you get behind and you respect and you like and think are doing good, and artists that you would make music with and there's
Right.
features coming with. And can you talk a little bit about that and what
Yeah.
that looks like?
Like Arizona wise?
Yeah, Arizona wise, maybe one or two names, and then throw something else in there. You know what I mean? Because I know there's something.
Yeah.
Boston about to spill the whole. He's about to let us all know.
I ain't heard no local music in a long time. Man.
Simon.
What can I say? Shout out to Eddie Wells, who got some stuff coming. Shout out to Daylyt. We still got. I got a song in the vault still.
Okay.
That's still coming. Rocky Tirade, we got one in the vault.
Yeah, that fool can rap.
Yeah, he actually
gonna
one of the
rap.
best lyricists
He gonna
actually
rap.
ever.
Straight up.
He's amazing. Shout out to David Banner because he's a great guy. Shout out to
Wow. Okay. Okay.
it's great people. Shout out to Lloyd Banks. He's a great guy. Shout out
Punchline
to
King.
Punchline King. Shout out to Hovain because that's again my manager. I got to give him another shout out, man, because
He's on
great.
every post. He goes hard for you. Man.
That's right. He goes
Everything I
hard.
click on, he's at the very top with this verified little ordeal.
And it's crazy. I just for a second. That's all I ever wanted. Like, it sounds crazy, but like, even from the homies, bro, that's all you want is them to be like right there. Oh man, I'm front line with you, bro. I'm in them comments. I'm in this. I'm in that. I'm right there. So that means the world. I do want to say, but I do want to shout those people out.
Oh yeah.
For now.
I love that, man. Possum, what you got for me, man? I know you got
Shit,
like
man.
the insider, cousin, secret family, media guy.
No, I was gonna ask him. I got one question. What's a lot of money?
What's
Oh yeah,
a lot of money?
That's good. I can't believe I missed that.
in the reference of what I like.
You said you turned down a lot of money, so you ain't got to answer. I'm curious what's a lot of money.
He said, "Let me sip this real quick."
I don't know. I'm really careful with like figures because people are funny. Even if you deny it, people are funny.
Right.
7 figures
But
and up.
yeah, for sure.
Okay, that's all I was.
Whoa. Yo, that shit's turned my stomach upside down just now. Already?
Yeah.
Wow, dog. Congratulations. What a beautiful thing, man.
It was just not. It was a couple of albums,
That's how you know you're this
Yeah.
fucking superstar shit, bro.
It was just I was like not now. If not now.
Does do offers like that remain on the table, or do like if you wait a couple months and then nothing better comes along, they throw in your face like, nah, we don't want you no more out of spite? Like you burn bridges in situations like that, you think?
Maybe, but none of them that I've spoken to and I've rejected thus far have given me any like negative, talk after that. They've been like, oh, like, okay, like shout out DJ Drama, man, but I didn't go with that. You know what I'm saying? But DJ Drama's a great guy. He's like, man, I'm here. You know.
I love that.
Yeah,
so the doors are still open.
Yeah, he's a great dude. So.
Okay.
But yeah, everybody I've been like, hey man, I'm gonna go this direction. I'm not doing this. You know what I'm saying? They've been like, hey man, I'm open. Keep going. I'm supporting.
Hell yeah, man.
Great people.
Wow. Well, hey, if anybody deserves it out of Arizona, I think. I never thought I would say this, you know what I mean, years ago, but the way that you brought it all together, I think you're the perfect representation of us. You're humble.
Thank you.
You're nice.
Thank you.
You got an extensive vocabulary.
Thank you.
You can rap. You can sing. And you give a fuck about all of us.
Thank
you know what I mean?
That's
You didn't
right.
have to be here. Take your time out of your Sunday at noon, you know what I mean? Sitting down, talking to me, bringing pots in, bringing your people along, dragging everybody out, you know?
We appreciate you. That's why, man.
I got a
Shit, I
funny Emmitt
appreciate
story
you.
actually for you real quick.
Okay.
When I first started the podcast in 2017, one of the first people I interviewed was Sincerely Collins.
Okay.
We did it over in Tempe, and Emmitt was there because we just family, you know what I mean? So we was kicking it, and he was like in the back of the room and shit like that. And when we went outside after the interview, he ended up spitting some bars for Sincerely. And I'm telling you, we got video of it, so I could go find it if I, you know what I mean?
I'm going to need that.
This motherfucker barred this shit up. You know, Collins so cool. He was just like, oh man, I was up. And got him out of there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I want to find that video because I know he didn't realize, obviously, that
What was going to happen? That
like,
growth.
Yeah.
That growth.
Yeah, but he was going off too, so I was expecting constantly like, damn, who is this? Yada yada. You know, he was
Right.
Like, all right, y'all, I'll holla at y'all.
Yeah, he was probably high as shit off of 3 blunts. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was my first viral video.
We gonna find that
Yeah,
shit.
we'll find it. It's on Facebook. It's
Hell
on
yeah.
Facebook. I'll send it to you.
That reaction is funny. I was in the car with Sincerely Collins for 5 hours driving to LA, and that was his demeanor the whole goddamn time. 7 hours, maybe.
That's funny. I ran into Collins yesterday,
damn.
which makes this story even funnier. I think he broke his leg or some shit.
Oh, shit, that's not good.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, we can't end on that note. You know what
I
mean?
know, right?
Let's say,
Like,
hold on. Let's switch.
I know.
We open up with energy. Let's finish off with energy. You know what I mean? What do you want to tell us? How do you want to end this podcast here?
Do what you got to do as fast as you can. If you can do what you want to do, as long as you can. You feel me? If you love it, it'll love you back. Give it your all. Take those risks. Because, like, the only thing stopping you from changing your life is that.
Wow. That's beautiful, man. Thank you.
Thank
for
you
talking to us. Thank you for putting us all on game. Thank you, Pasan, for being here. American Dream Podcast, Episode 6. You guys are wonderful. And we're going to do this shit again.
That's right. Yeah, we will.